Unfortunately, this commitment was not fulfilled, leaving the state with outdated and inaccurate land records, sir. The government of India, sir, I think the government also knows that. The government of India provides 100% funding for the modernization and updating of land records under the Digital India Records Modernization Program, DILRMP, sir. The state government should take full advantage of this opportunity to enhance and digitalize the land records and survey system, sir. To address the irregularities in the Dharani portal, I just heard the Honorable Minister Saab saying that a forensic audit of all transactions conducted on the platform will be carried out. For instance, sir, just giving an example, the gap area between Kundakal and Mokira village in Shankarpalli Mandal is one such case. Similar irregularities have been reported in Rangareddy, Medchal, Malkajgiri and other districts also, sir. These discrepancies must be thoroughly investigated to ensure transparency and accountability, sir. Sir, the deficiencies in Dharani, sir, section 4 and again out of 4, sir. The present provision makes the ROR in electronic form in Dharani portal under the 2020 Act as correct when it is read with section 11, sir. With section 11, sir. Sir, it is common knowledge and experience of the public in general that the ROR in electronic form under 2020 Act in Dharani portal is highly defective, sir. Below, I would mention, sir, some important reasons, sir. That the time allowed for LRUP in 2017 was not sufficient, sir. So the time allowed for uniform for big and small mandals due to extreme pressure for higher-ups, the Tehsildar did not even find time to check whether the changes made by VRO in the manual Pani are accordance with the order passed by him or her and whether any other authorized changes are made, sir. There was no supervision at all, sir, in Dharani. No supervision at all by higher authorities to test, check and quality of purification, updation. They were only worried of getting statistics from Tehsildar to send reports to higher up rather than test checking the changes being made, sir. After concluding LRUP on 31/12/2017, the Tehsildars continued to make several changes from 1/1/2018 to 28/10/2020 since 2020 Act came into force in 29/10/2020 in manual Panis, sir. Manual Panis and based on written application filed before then. As per instruction of government, the data in the updated manual Pani for the year 2021 was to be reported to Dharani platform created under the 2020 Act. While doing this very important data entry work also, there were neither any supervision nor sufficient time allowed due to extreme pressure to complete the data porting in Dharani platform. Services of untrained and raw hands were outsourced, due to which there were many number of mistakes in the data portal, sir. Data portal, sir. Sir, as per, in some cases, sir, the data of available in all Panis was ported instead of updated manual Pani 2021, which resulted in porting of data prior to correction and updation, sir. Taking advantage of the Tehsildar's inability to check the correctness of the manual Pani with the concerned file, some unscrupulous elements got their names entered, or probably at the instruction of one family, their names were entered as pattedars in Dharani, sir, without any authority, without any record. As a result, in several instances, the existing names of pattedar found replaced with new names which were suggested again by one family. This is what is happening, sir. When affected parties applied to Tehsildar to furnish authority for replacing their names, the stock replies that the record is not available, thus throwing the affected parties into confusion as to where to go and whom to contact, sir. Based on the survey number, serial number wise details, sir, furnished by Endowment Work and Forest Department claiming the lands belong to the departments. Those lands have been placed in prohibitory lists, sir, without any intimation to the pattedar on record for such land. In fact, the department was supposed to furnish necessary documents, evidence to Tehsildar and also to the district collectors to show the land belonged to them. The Tehsildars too never insisted for submission of such evidence. In fact, the 1971 Act and rules made thereunder, the Tehsildar were duty bound to give notice to pattedar on record for such land, which they failed to do and unilaterally placed them in prohibitory lists, sir. Thousands of applications filed in Dharani portal to such prohibition acts, sir, on account of the above and many other reasons, sir. Lakhs of applications are getting filed for redressal for affected person, and there seems to be no end in sight, sir. The number of applications filed ever since the introduction of Dharani portal in November 2020 to the date exceeded to 20 lakhs, sir. 20 lakhs. Isn't a shame to the then government, sir? 20 lakh is a small number. Sad. But still they are not interested. They are protesting for one family member. Sir, in the course of interaction with IT expert by the committee, the experts were of the opinion that there was a scope to gain entry into the database without any ID and PW, sir. Without any ID and PW, and make changes. In fact, there are several allegations that during the period of run-up to the assembly polls, several changes of ownership in respect of valuable government land took place without the knowledge of Tehsildar, RDO, collector, CCLA. It was without these knowledge, but with the knowledge of one family, sir. But with the knowledge of one family, sir. Also the CCLA, sir. Therefore, what Honorable Minister Sahab had said about forensic audit is needed and required, and we welcome this, sir. For all the above reasons, lapses which are administrative in nature, it is unfair to make the parties suffer, sir. It is unfair, sir, to make the parties suffer. Sir, Honorable Speaker, sir, as per the provision, sir, a member has a right to table the speech also. But I am not tabling, sir, because I want our people of state to listen to what they did. How much of distress they have caused and how much of loss they have caused. So, they are unable to listen. That is why they are going away. Fine. You did the right thing. So, Honorable Speaker, sir, for the above reason, sir, this is the success, sir. I would say the people who come to represent the people, sir, the legislators who have come here to raise the people issues have won, sir, and one family has lost today. But look at this, sir. I think this is the culture of BRS. This is the teaching of KCR. This is what has been taught by KTR. This is what Harish Rao believes in. This is reflecting the teaching, sir. This is not only reflecting the teaching, sir, this is also reflecting the 10 years governance of BRS, sir. Kachara governance, sir. This. Yes, this. This is what they are. Sir, going further ahead, sir, for all the above reason lapses which are administrative in nature, it is unfair to make the parties suffer, sir. Therefore, written instructions, orders need to be issued to verify the correctness of the data ported in Dharani portal by the Tehsildar, so moto with reference to the authentic manual records and corrected so moto wherever unnecessary, and this should also be done under the strict supervision of senior officers, sir. So this process needs to be completed before the proposed draft bill becomes law. So this process needs to be completed, once again I am repeating, sir, before the proposed draft bill becomes a law, sir. So this is not, if this is not done once, the above provision becomes an act. The Tehsildars, the RDOs will be flooded with application and it becomes difficult for them to cope up. So there are many other issues pertaining to revenue departments, sir. On behalf of AIMIM party, we have been repeatedly urging the Telangana government to clear all the pending applications for land regularization under GO 58 and 59, sir. It has been pending from long, sir. Sir, in the GHMC and other municipal areas of the state, sir. So we have also been demanding the expeditious clearance of all the pending application under Layout Regularization Scheme LRS and Building Regularization Scheme BRS, and urging the government to seek quick disposal of the pending writs in the Telangana High Court, sir. So on the persistent demand of AIMIM for regularization of property transaction on notarized document, the Telangana government had issued GOMS 84 on 26 July 2023 for regularization of the sale of transaction of non-agricultural urban properties executed and concluded only by way of unregistered document with an attestation of a notary, sir. So the GO number 84 provides for full exemption from stamp duty and penalty on all the properties constructed up to an area of 125 square yards, sir. The Telangana High Court stayed the operation of the GO 84 on 25th September 2023, sir. We would urge the Congress government to come up with comprehensive orders for clearing the all pending applications for land regularization under GO 58, 59, LRS, BRS in a time-bound manner, sir. This will really help the people, sir. So we would also demand the government to issue comprehensive orders for regularization of property transaction on notarized document by correcting the lacuna in GO 84, sir. There was a lacuna in GO 84, sir. That is why this couldn't be done, sir. So now we know that what are the lacunas, what are the shortcomings. Let us take out a new GO addressing all the shortcomings, sir. So about the endowment land, sir, there are 704 temples managed by endowment department in the state with total holdings of 91,827 acres, sir. However, 25,000 acres or almost 27% of temple lands have been encroached and another 6,000 acres are under the jurisdiction of neighboring states, sir. Neighboring states, sir. Sir, the endowment minister, Konda Sureka Sahiba, had said recently that a special task force would be constituted to protect the temple lands in the state, sir. On behalf of AIMIM party, sir, I welcome the statement of Madam Konda Sureka Madam and the Congress government, sir. The endowment department has began measures to prevent further encroachment by conducting a fresh survey and geotagging 34,092 acres of endowment land so far, sir. Also details of 45% of endowment land parcels have been uploaded in the Dharani portal, and through review of endowment land parcel facing legal cases has been taken up, sir. Sir, Waqf land, sir. According to Telangana State Waqf Board data, there are 33,928 Waqf institutions across the state with land holdings of 77,538 acres, sir. However, 57,424 acres or almost 75% of the total Waqf lands are under encroachment, sir. The Waqf institution include mosque, dargah, Ashur Khana, Chilla, Takia, graveyards and other Waqf properties, sir. The Telangana government is fighting as many as 3,500 court cases to reclaim the encroached land. I would request the government to constitute a task force for the protection of Waqf properties and clearing the encroachment, as the state Waqf board lacks adequate staff to take up this task, sir. Sir, records of all endowment land and Waqf land, whether encroached or free encroachment, should be uploaded in Bhubharati ROR portal, sir. This is very important, sir. This is very important, which was not there in Dharani, sir. We should do it, sir. Sir, in September, revival of village administrative officer system, sir. In September 2020, the village revenue officer system was abolished with enactment of Telangana Abolition of the Post of Village Revenue Officers Act 2020, sir. The government will have to bring in a bill to reintroduce the village revenue system and revive the post of village revenue assistants and village revenue officers to maintain proper land records in 10,956 revenue villages in the state, sir. There are certain aspects of record of right in Land Bill 2024 which are matter of concern. Under the new legislation, Tehsildars and revenue officers will have the power to unilaterally make decisions on land ownership based on solely on possession without adequate judicial oversight. Clause 4, subclause 6 allows Tehsildars and RDOs to alter the land record based on possession claims, sir. This opens the door to widespread misuse and corruption as decisions on the